Alright, y'all. So, TheBlast.com posted the following article about your girl Cardi B on June 4th of 2018, titled "Cardi B claims her ex-manager took advantage of her lack of education, plans to countersue." Here's what they wrote. Cardi B says her former manager took advantage of her being uneducated in the music business to rip her off, and says she has plans to countersue him. As The Blast previously reported, Klenord Raphael, or Shaft, Klenord Shaft Raphael, sued Cardi B for $10 million, claiming she breached their contract by ditching him as her manager. On June 1st, Cardi B filed new documents in the lawsuit explaining that she entrusted Raphael and his companies with many aspects of her business affairs, and quote, that trust was abused. She says that despite him having a duty to act in her best interest, he took advantage of her, quote, trust and naivete, and persuaded her to sign contracts and to enter into deals in which Mr. Raphael attempted to take an unreasonable and unconscionable portion of her earnings in the entertainment industry for himself. She claims to still be learning the extent of the overreaching and mismanagement committed, and is continuing to investigate. The docs go on to state, quote, it appears that plaintiff took advantage of an inexperienced young woman with considerable talent and charisma, but with a limited education, who lacked experience in the age-old exploitive market of the entertainment industry. Cardi B does not deny Raphael played a part in her professional development, but she says he, quote, grossly exaggerates his role. In 2015, Cardi B says she signed her deal with Raphael's company without a lawyer, which, big mistake, which provided her former manager with a 20% cut of her earnings. Why wasn't it 15%? What was he doing for her that he needed the extra 5%? But anyways, she says he breached their deal by failing to provide monthly accounting, failed to appoint an independent business manager, and for not providing her with adequate payments owed to her. Cardi accuses him of putting an entity he controlled as a middle party between her and Atlantic Records. She claims the company collected 50% of Cardi's record royalties and required her to sign all copyrights to the company. What? She also says she plans to bring a countersuit against Raphael, quote, for breach of contract, breach of fiduciary duty, accounting, unjust enrichment, and potentially other claims. The case is ongoing. Now, Jesus. That's the end of it. But listen, man. Is this for real? So she didn't have a lawyer. She didn't have an accountant. It was just her. Look, man. But I thought she makes money moves, though. See, this is the thing that I don't really understand about these urban music types. It's like they talk a lot of money stuff, but they make a lot of broke people mistakes. If you've been watching the music industry after all these years, you should know by now. Business 101 in the music industry is you don't trust anybody, and you always stay lawyered up, even from the beginning. What you do is you contact the lawyer and basically tell them, if you don't have the money to pay them at first, be like, look, can you work with me? And then that way, you know, you'll get your money after the money is cleared and whatnot. You gotta have an accountant. These rappers crack me up, and I'm not just saying Cardi B, I just mean rappers in general. They want to have their whole crew around, jumping around in the videos and all this other stuff, you know. They want to have money to buy expensive clothing and stuff like that. But when it's time to take the money to make certain smart business moves, like have somebody that can read and understand their contract the way that somebody who understands legalese, somebody who having an entertainment lawyer, somebody who understands what the contractual obligations are and understands all those different terms that go over the head. Remember, the record industry is changing. It's changed so much over the years. You know, back in the day, they didn't have stuff like streaming. You know, you didn't have stuff like how many times your album streams going towards sales. It was either you sold or you didn't sell, and that's just it. It wasn't any of this, well, my album didn't sell that much, but a bunch of people listened to it because it was on Spotify. Therefore, those listens counted towards the album. Listen, there's a lot of new crap going on. They have things set up in these contracts now where when your music videos gets posted to YouTube, you have to make sure it's in the contract where you get paid at least some of that money. You know, you gotta they have the 360 deals nowadays where they get money from your shows, where back in the day you would do your show separately and the record labels couldn't touch that. You know, they would get their money back from record sales. They were there to sell records. You were there to do your shows and whatnot. On the side, that was your money, basically. You know, a lot of different things have changed, man. The industry is just a whole new industry. It's a whole new beast. And you got to make sure that you have the right entertainment lawyer, which in general, what you do is you ask somebody, like, who do you have? Who do you use? You meet these different artists and whatnot. You need to ask them questions. They be like, well, you know, I really don't know very much about it. You know, my manager handles all that. Well, who the hell is your manager then? You holler at their manager and you start asking questions. You get cool enough with somebody who you see winning, and then that way you basically link up with them. You ask the right questions to the right people. Now, Cardi B's hella young. What is she, like 25, 26? So, you know, young people are not always up on top of their business. So, I understand. I'm just saying, though, generally speaking, I hope that Cardi doesn't lose $10 million. I hope that Klenord or whoever is suing her doesn't end up getting 10 damn million. I hope that the reason why they ask for that much is because they figured they'll get $1 million off of it. You see what I'm saying? So you just ask for way more. That's, in America, it's really weird how people exaggerate in their lawsuits with the amounts that they ask for. Because if he would have asked for $1 million, he might have made off at 50 grand. I really don't understand why the court system works the way it does. I really don't understand. But remember, people, stay lawyered up. Sometimes your lawyer could be more important than your damn manager. All right. But anyways, and make sure you keep an accountant. What you need to do is pull out a calculator in front of that accountant. Start throwing numbers out and see whether or not they can add without a calculator. I'm just messing with y'all. I'm just joking. Man, shout out to Cardi B or her extra fine self. I hope that she doesn't lose too much money in this, but she's gonna have to fork up something though. To make this go away, she's gonna have to pay something though. For real. I don't know how much, but she's gonna have to pull that purse out. But anyways, hey, like they say, more money, more problems. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. For me, it's more money, less more money, no problems. But anyway, let me know what y'all think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Me Magazine YouTube channels. Visit memagazine.blogspot.com for more. Follow me on Twitter at Me Magazine, Me Magazine 7 on Google+, Me Magazine blog and Instagram. Be sure to hit the notification button. It's right next to the subscribe button. Looks like a bell. Once you click that button, you'll be sent alerts to be notified when new videos get posted. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe, notify. Let me know what you think about my cutie pie Cardi. Send this video out on, share it on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, 2 cans with a string in the middle, and telepathically, so I get more people's opinions on the matter. Do you think anything that said make any sense? I know I was kind of all over the place. You know, like I always tell y'all, don't drink while recording. But you know, I don't take my own advice, my Jesus. And that's why when I signed my record contract to be a rapper / twerker, I didn't read my contract and I didn't consult a lawyer. I just signed it, and now I'm $50 million in debt. But that ain't none of y'all business. I'm gonna call Mark Zuckerberg and see if he can help me out. I neglect Me Magazine.